Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've been live. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in and for my live to load. But God, wow, do I have a lot to update you guys on. Okay. A lot. Okay. I think the last time I was live was like over 3 weeks ago, which is absolutely insane to me, considering I went full-time into cosplay and thought that I would have more time. Let me fix this. Okay. I thought that, hello there. I thought that, last time I went live was 3 weeks ago. And I announced that I would be going full-time into social media, which I still am. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to stream 3 times a week, which I'm still planning on doing. But then I disappeared for 3 weeks. The moment I decided, and I was like, oh yeah, guys, I'm going to have more time. I'm going to stream 3 times a week because I'm going to have more time because now I'm doing this full time. I was like, this will be easy. This will be great. It'll be a great system. 2 weeks into doing that, I've had just the most chaotic month last month. Hello, hi. Hi, Lycan. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here who have been here before. Hello. So I wanted to get you guys caught up on a lot of things while I am organizing my room for stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Overwatch. I think that's what my group decided on, is to play Overwatch. So let's talk about, let's start with, sorry, cutting this. Let's start with, like, right before I left. So right before, like, I went on my break, I was a guest. I was chosen to be a guest at Fort Collins ComicCon. And I was like, this is perfect. You know what I'll do during this time? I will live stream me doing my makeup every morning so that I am still on schedule for live streaming 3 times a week. Great. And I was like, you know what? I'll get a hotel room so that I'm not bothering anyone during this time. Right? And my other thing with Fort Collins Comic-Con is I wanted to vlog all 3 days and turn each day into its own vlog for you guys. So I went to Fort Collins Comic-Con, and that was the plan. Day 1, I met everyone, we got all set up. We met the governor. I forgot about that. That's not even the highlight of my list. I met the governor of Colorado, and that's not even on the top, like, 10 things that happened the last 3 weeks. But yeah, I met him in cosplay, and he took a picture with all of us. His name is Jared Polis. The convention that I was guesting at was for suicide prevention. And the governor just decided that he was going to show up at that and take photos with people. And he was there. He gave like a little speech, but he was there for maybe like 2 hours. I just read a comment that you love my hair. Thank you so much. But he was there for maybe 2 hours. It was like an in-out thing. And he was like, oh, are you guys in the competition? And we're like, no, we're actually the judges, but thank you. and he was just like super nice, which was great. First day went amazing. I met the other guests who are amazing, talented there. But I got to my hotel, and I knew that I was booking in a sketchy hotel. And I've got this all vlogged, by the way, so if you want to actually see it, it's quite interesting. But I knew that I was booking into a sketchy hotel, and I was like, it's fine. I'll book in a sketchy hotel because otherwise it was going to be a 90-minute drive, and I did not want to do that every day. And I was like, it's fine. I just need somewhere to sleep. That's all that I cared about. I'll just, like, go sleep somewhere. And I get there, and it kind of hits me how sketchy the hotel I booked is. And the elevator's not working, and I'm in full cosplay in the middle of this area that I don't know. So things aren't off to a great start at this point. And the hotel staff was extremely nice, but they were definitely confused why I was dressed as Sailor Rosalina. And I was like, yeah, there's a ComicCon. I'm actually one of the judges for the contest, and all this stuff. And I'm supposed to judge the contest tomorrow. So I finally get up to my room, right? And the room is did not look like the photos at all. It was clean, but it did not look like the photos at all. And it was tiny. So at this point, I'm like, ugh, I'm so exhausted. I'm supposed to record shorts for you guys during this con. So while I'm in cosplay, so I can have content because I'm extremely low on content at this point. And I decide the first day, you know what, Sailor Rosalina is a very uncomfortable cosplay for me to wear. That's why I chose to wear her on the shortest day. But she is so uncomfortable that it hurts to wear her at this point. And I was like, I gotta get this off. So I take it off. I'm like, well, might as well just get out of cosplay. I won't record Sailor Rosalina then. I'll record the other cosplays that I have on the other days, and we'll just make that work. I'm like, okay, I'm here. I don't want to go out anywhere because I'm by myself. And I have to finish sewing my Harley Quinn costume. So I'm like, okay, let me order pizza. Pizza's safe, right? Pizza's safe. Pizza is supposed to be a comfort food. Pizza is supposed to be, like, a good option for, that way I could have it in my fridge the next day for, like, dinner and not worry about it. Pizza was not safe, guys, because I ate pizza, and I will never eat at Papa John's again, because at 2 a.m. in the morning, I wake up with food poisoning, and I end up being very, very sick. I text some of my friends about it. I text the cosplay organizer. I'm like, hey, I'm very sick right now. I don't know what to do. And luckily 2 of my friends were up, and they told me to go to urgent care immediately because of how sick I was. And I look up urgent care, and none of them are open at all. And not only that, I've had 2 kidney surgeries. So if I am dehydrated, that's very bad considering I'm missing a piece of my kidney. So I decide, with the help of my friends, to go to urgent care. At this urgent care, there's nobody there, so they get me in right away. At this emergency room, they get me in right away because urgent care wasn't open. And they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna give you some sickness medicine. And I said, okay. And to help you stop from getting sick. And I was like, okay. And they're like, we're not gonna give you an IV yet. We're gonna see what this does first. And I was like, I'll take anything at this point, because at this point I can't sleep. I feel so nauseous that that's the only thing that I feel. It's just extreme nausea and tiredness. And they gave me the nausea medication, and I had to wait. I waited 20 minutes before they came back in and checked on me. And they were like, hey, how are you doing? And I was like, this nausea medicine is not working. And you guys are just hearing me vent, by the way. Sorry, it's super long story time, by the way. And so they're like, oh, usually, sometimes it takes up to 30 minutes right away to work. But since you're still nauseous, we're going to go ahead and put in an IV and do blood work, because you shouldn't really still be that nauseous at this point. So, the two nurses there were amazing, by the way. They were great. They were so friendly. And before this nurse puts in an IV, they make some sort of joke about him being new. And then they go, oh, wait, no. He's not new. He's new to this hospital. But he's been a nurse for a long time. You can trust him. He's been a nurse for a long time. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I've been a nurse for a long time. I'm just new to this hospital. And I was like, sweet. And he's the one who's doing the IV. Well, this, I guess the hospital that he came from had a different IV setup. Because when he went to go put this IV in my arm, it kind of exploded. And I can't say the word on stream, but the red stuff went everywhere. I was fine, but it covered the sheets. It was a lot. And, they ended up having to change the sheets because of how much it was. Which was insane. The guy felt so bad. So bad. But they finally got it in and got it to work. And they give me anti-nausea medicine. Yeah, sorry, we're talking about hospital stuff right now. But they give me anti-nausea medicine through the IV. And they say, here you go. We'll check on you in a little bit. I was like, okay. And they're like, we'll turn off the light so you can sleep. I could not sleep at all. Sorry, checking chat. I could not sleep at all for the next... They had me in there for like another 2 hours. Eventually nausea did end up going away, and they're like, yeah, you probably got food poisoning, which I figured, and I'm never eating Papa John's again, because that's where I got it from, because that was the only thing that I was able to eat all day the day before. But by the time they let me out, I'm still not feeling great. I haven't slept at all, and it is 7 a.m. And I'm supposed to be at con at 9. And I'm like, that's just not happening. Luckily, the con organizer wakes up, texts me, tell me everything's going to be fine, to just rest. Don't come in that day. But I felt so bad because I was supposed to be a judge for the contest. So, there we go. So, I felt so bad. because I also knew that I had fans who were coming to this con. And to meet me, but also to go to the con, but they're like excited to meet me. And I end up going home, or going to the hospital, or the hotel that is super sketchy. And I don't even tell my partner what is going on because I am so sick still. And I don't have the energy to communicate with anyone except for the cosplay organizer. So it's literally like me checking text, trying to sleep, checking to see if I got a response, trying to sleep, trying to respond to that, and trying to get the energy to respond to that, and falling asleep. So it's very, I'm very exhausted. Finally, around 5 o'clock, some of the other cosplay guests messages me and offers to come pick me up and take me to their house so that I'm not sick and sick by myself in somewhere that I don't know. And that way they can at least have, you know, like their roommate was home, so they're like, yeah, at least, you know, this person can watch you if you are sick the next day still, and all this stuff. Finally, at 5 o'clock, I finally feel good enough to like get out of bed. And the contest is like already basically over with at this point, so I can't even go there or do anything. And the con day is done. So my original plan of vlogging all 3 days and making a video for each day is out of the window. Not only that, I lost, I was supposed to also record short form content, my little shorts that I post for you guys. And that is out of the window now too, at this point, because I am too sick. My friends come pick me up. They get me food. They're so sweet. They buy me like everything that like to possibly make me feel better. So like growing up, one of the things that I would eat when I was sick was vanilla like pudding cups, and they bought me those. They bought me like chicken broth. They bought me. They made me rice. They were just extremely sweet. The entire time. Well, after that, sorry, almost done separating out all these things. I have like 3 more I have to separate. Yeah. So, the next day, I decide that I feel well enough to go to con. I do not have the energy to run any panels. I was supposed to run a panel that day, and I was like, hey, cosplay organizer, I'm going to be there, but I don't have the energy to run panels. And they're like, that's fine. We're glad to even just have you at your table. And then my cosplay friends were like, okay, if you need to go back to our house at any point, let us know. We'll take care of you. And I was like, sweet, I think I'm going to spend tonight at your house instead of driving all the way back to my house tonight, if that's okay. And they're like, yeah, we got you. So at this point, I feel barely alive, if I'm being honest. I am like kind of just going through the motions, but I really wanted to be there that day. I made a whole costume that I was supposed to wear Saturday that I did not get to wear on Saturday. So I was like, I want to go. And so I got to sit at my table, and I got to record some content that day as Harley Quinn. And I went around and bought some mystery bags from vendors to like, A, to support small businesses, but B, to also make content. And everything was great. And eventually, as the day went on, I started to meet some fans. And that was really cool. And at one point, I had a little line of fans at my booth waiting to say hi to me. And that's the first time I've ever guested and had a line of people waiting to say hi to me or take a photo with me. Some of you guys were so cute and sweet. Hi, Bethy Bell. Some of you guys were so cute and sweet. Some of you guys, I could tell, were super nervous, but I promise I won't bite. If you ever say hi to me, I genuinely want to, like, just be nice and talk. But I completely understand. Some people do get nervous, and it's very cute whenever that happens. And I got to meet some really cool cosplayers, too. That was, like, really insane. All the cosplay guests were lovely. And we've been talking about this for 20 minutes. And we've been talking about this for 20 minutes. And that's just my first weekend. That's what happened the first weekend that I couldn't stream. Okay? I haven't been streaming for 3 weekends. That was the first, and that was a lot. The second weekend wasn't as exciting. Basically, if you can't tell, if you've never been in one of my streams before, this is not my normal streaming room. I moved. And I moved, like, very far away from where I normally live. Right? And that was very time consuming. So basically our landlord was like, hey, we're selling the house, you guys gotta move out. And we don't have a written contract with this landlord at all, which we should have done, but you know, life, you make mistakes. Never rent without a contract. But they're like, hey, you gotta move out, or we gotta move out. And not only that, they were making it extremely hard. They were like, you got to move out by the end of September. But not only that, they were making it extremely hard for AJ to work. If you don't know, AJ is my partner. And he is a voice actor. And he needs it somewhat quiet to be able to work. Well, they decide that they're going to start being extremely obnoxious upstairs. And not only that, we asked them to, like, either do laundry after 5 o'clock or talk to us about before doing laundry in case AJ's recording, because we can always work with them around it. And they decided that they're not going to ask us anymore. And it's not just that, they were just, like, extremely, like, rude to us. And very disrespectful to us, even though we were paying them $1,300 a month to be there. And we were never late on any of our payments or anything like that. So they're like, yeah, we're selling the house. We might have the house until the end of September. So after Fort Collins ComicCon, I'm like, shoot, I have another convention out of town at the end of this month. We gotta move within a week. We gotta pack up all of our stuff. And I have a lot of cosplay stuff. You guys see how much costumes I have? Not only costumes, the amount of wigs, the amount of material to make things, the amount of leftover fabric, like, I have a lot, the amount of equipment that I need, the cameras, my computers, not only that, but, like, just the stuff that, like, I enjoy and stuff. We now all have to pack up and find somewhere to move within a week. So because of that, there is, like, no option at all for me to, like, film any content, which I was supposed to do that weekend, but I got so sick that I couldn't. There's no option for me to, like, edit videos. There is no options for me to do anything but focus on getting us moved within a week, and finding an apartment complex within a week. So we're looking all over the place. We finally find a place that is very far from where we used to live, but at least it's in our price range. And not only that, it's a 2-bedroom. And so we're like, okay, this place is perfect. It has a 2-bedroom. It has stuff for our dog. We can move here, and they can move us in basically right away. So we move in, and we move in right away, and I help AJ get all the boxes inside of the apartment before being like, okay, bye, I am going to Arizona now. Good luck unpacking whatever you can while I'm gone. I am leaving. So I then had to, so this is now week 3 of me not streaming. And I'm like, okay, I have no time to stream on this trip. And we're gonna vlog. I was like, let's just vlog, get some video content so that next month can be okay with content. So my friend Squid and I pick up Squid from Squid's house, and we drive from Denver, Colorado, all the way to Phoenix, Arizona. And we do this in 2 days because we just can't drive the full way all the way through. But yeah, we're there in 2 days, and we vlog it all, and we find some very interesting content that will be out in a couple weeks and that I'll be posting. We find out a lot of information, but we get there a day before the con to practice our skit competition. And we had to practice this because Foxes lives in Arizona, so we haven't had a chance to practice. Me and Squid haven't had a chance to practice. It's insane. And the contest is only in like 2 days. So we practice our butts off, and I vlog. And we finally get to the competition, and we perform, and we win a judges award, which is a lot of fun. The next day, my friend Foxes has the masquerade competition that I'm not part of because I was going to be part of it, but as I was talking earlier, life got in the way a lot. But I end up not competing in that one. Foxes does, and does an amazing job on stage. She doesn't place anything, but she looks really cool up there. This is a 4-day con too. So we go to like raves. We go to Vendors Hall a lot. We go to the Exhibitors Hall, the Artist Alley. I buy a couple things. But during this time, there is no time to live stream or anything like that. So that's why last week I didn't live stream. Well, during this con, on the last day of con, I start not feeling well. And I start thinking that, maybe I drank too much spicy apple juice the last night. Because we were up late and drinking spicy apple juice in a video game. But we were up late. Partially because Foxes ordered ice cream to the con at like 2 a.m. Thank you, Foxes, for that. But yeah, it was a lot. So the next day I ended up not feeling well. Like, oh, I probably just drank too much spicy apple juice. I'll be fine in a few hours. Well, a few hours pass, and we go do this photo shoot, and I'm still not feeling well. We get back to Fox's house for the last day, and I'm still not feeling well. We go to like Denny's and stuff, and I realize, oh, I didn't have too much spicy apple juice. I am now have con crud, which if you don't know what con crud is, it's basically a cold from, you know, hanging out with people at conventions and, you know, just sickness happens being in large crowds. And I'm like, great. And I still have to drive us home, me and Squid home, because I'm the only person, it's me and Squid cannot drive for long distances at all. They can drive for like an hour, but due to their disability, they can't drive for longer than that. And we have a 10-hour drive the next day. So the next day, we hang out, or that day we sleep, and the next day we get up early and we get on the road and we just like, we gotta go. We gotta get there as soon as we can so that I have enough energy to drive both of us. Hello, hi new people coming in. So I'm like, fuck, I'm sick, very sick at this point, and we gotta drive through the desert to get to Squid's parents' house, where we're spending the night. I end up, not feeling great, honestly, at all. But we finally get to Squid's parents' house. I'm like, sweet, I just need a hot shower and then I'll feel a lot better. So we end up doing that. Squid has like, I'll add the photos to the vlog. Squid parents' house is not just like a normal house. It's a farm. They have alpacas. They have like 30 chickens. They have 3 dogs. They have 2 very fat cats. They have baby goats, a bunch of goats. What else do they have on their farm? They have like land behind their farm and stuff like that. But it's like a farm. Not a huge farm, but it's a farm. And her parents like make us food and like hang out with us and stuff, and it was pretty nice. They gave me a tea set. They were getting rid of like antiques that they had, and I got a tea set. That was really fun. But I know the next day I still have a 6-hour drive to get home, and we haven't even crossed the mountains at this point to get to our place, and my car needs a major repair that I didn't have time to do before a trip. So we had to take this slowly. So I knew it was going to be over 6 hours. So by the time I got home the next day, I think I just slept. My partner tried waking me up, and I was like, I was not moving at all. He was like, that was the deepest sleep I've ever seen you in. And I was like, yeah, I was not feeling good. Yeah, so now I'm still getting over a cold. So if you hear that, that's what's going on. And I was going to stream yesterday, but didn't feel well enough. And also I'm still getting back into a routine. Also, I have like a few, very few videos of short form videos. So I still have to do that. I still have to record content for that. So content this month is going to be a little bit slow as I build up my catalog of content again. But I will be live streaming tomorrow, and I will be getting back on my live streaming stuff because I need to. I love being here with you guys. I love talking to you guys. I think you guys are amazing. But yeah, that's what happened for the last 3 weeks and why I disappeared off of all corners of the earth for a while. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I have one more of these to cut, and honestly I don't have a ton of energy, so I think I'm going to cut one more of these, and then I'll hang up the posters maybe tomorrow. I am working full-time for my not full-time, part-time for my partner who's a voice actor now, so that's awesome. Hi, I don't give shout-outs, unfortunately, because people try to make me say bad stuff, but hello, let me get caught up on some chat stuff. Hello, hi, we got a lot of new people. The other thing, now that I'm done with that massive rant, the other thing is, Sabaton was kind of a huge ego boost for me, because I don't get flirted with often. But there was like maybe like 5-6 guys who flirted with me, and then a couple like women who flirted with me, which made me which was a very, very nice ego, because normally I don't have that. I think that one of the guys who flirted with me was a fan though, and that makes me like super wary because of like parasocial relationships that like people know who I am, but I don't know who they are, and that can be very scary. So that person definitely creeped me out a little bit. Not only that, but they were also acting super creepy. And it wasn't just me who felt that way. My friends were like, yeah, no, he was like giving us the creeps. And I was like, okay, sweet. And what else happened? Oh, okay. I guess I'll say this. I won't say who it's with. But I ended up flirting with someone who is now going to take me on a date. And if you don't know, I'm polyamorous. So yes, I do talk about my partner, AJ, who I love very, very much. But being polyamorous, I can have, I can date whoever I want. AJ and I have boundaries, and we set up boundaries. But I just don't see love as like a conditional only thing. If that makes sense. We more have like an open relationship. Anyways, I've been looking for a second partner for a while now, and I don't know if anything's gonna come of this because it's still way, way, way too new. But I flirted with someone and asked them out on a date, and they said yes. And so we're gonna go out together Thursday. Yeah, Thursday we're gonna go out, and yeah, it'll be the first date, so I don't know if anything's gonna happen. We run in the same friend circles a lot, so yeah, I just thought they were very attractive, and they were like, yeah, I've been basically I got on dating apps. And they were like, yeah, I'm on a dating app and I want somebody to go out with me to go do this thing. And I was like, well, I'm currently on dating apps also. And I ended up DMing them and talking to them. And I asked them out, and they're like, oh my gosh, I haven't been asked out before. And they were just so cute. Normally they're the ones who ask people out, but they were like adorable. And yeah, we have a date set up. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. Maybe Friday? Maybe? If you guys ask me about it, if you guys are interested. But yeah. I just wanted to say you're one of the main inspirations for my own cosplays. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I'm glad you were able to get into cosplay. Cosplay is so important to me. Easy for that. Okay. That was like pretty much, I mean, I ranted about that for, but yeah, I ranted about that for my last 3 weeks have been insane. It took like 40 minutes. I'm so glad I decided to like go live today to talk about it. I was going to talk about it before live streaming with friends, but because that took so long, it just was better for me to come on and talk about it today. Not only that, I just needed to like time to talk to you guys and get caught up because it's been a while. I do think this one's almost done coming loose. I taped these together when I hung them up on my wall, and then I did not pack them away correctly. There we go. That's the last one. Okay, sweet. I am going to get going. Thank you guys so much for being here and listening to all my rambles, and thank you for all your kind comments. I didn't get to respond to a lot of them because today was more of a rambling live stream, but I appreciate you guys so much. I am going to get going. Yeah, if you want to come hang out, make sure you have notifications turned on because I love hanging out with you guys. Okay, bye guys.